and welcome to the Football Philosophy channel. And this is a roundup. It's international break, obviously, and it's a roundup of the international football that's taken place last night, and a quick look ahead to the games that are going to be played tonight. Only friendlies were played last night, and the serious stuff starts tonight. There's a couple of really important games tonight. Last night I watched the Netherlands play Spain. It was a really good game, a one-all draw. Spain took the lead in the first half, and in the second half, Donny van der Beek, who played as a number 10, by the way, a lot of people discussing what his best position is. He's still up in the air with so many people because he's not getting enough starts at United to actually show what his best position is. But last night he definitely played as a number 10 for the Netherlands, and he scored their goal. It was a really well taken goal as well. So that was a 1-1 draw. I enjoyed that game last night. As I say, it was only friendlies last night, so that was a friendly. Also in the friendly games last night, Belgium beat Switzerland 2-1. Batshuayi scored both the goals for Switzerland. Lukaku, I think he's out with a thigh strain. He's missed at least one, maybe a couple of Inter Milan games with a thigh strain, I believe. So he was missing. That was a warm-up game for Belgium. On Sunday night, Belgium are playing England in an important game in the Nations League. Lots of fans maybe haven't quite taken to this Nations League yet, but believe me, it's a really seriously taken competition already. I watched quite a few of the games in the original one, the first edition, if you like, of the Nations League tournament, which was won by Portugal. They beat Holland 2-1 in the final, and Holland beat England in the semi-final. So it was taken seriously by the managers, by all the players. It's a really serious tournament. So a lot of fans might not have taken to it, but believe me, it is serious amongst the players. So on Sunday night, it's Belgium v England, and Belgium had a good warm-up. As I say, Batshuayi scored twice, and they beat Switzerland 2-1. Another big game that's coming up this weekend, a massive game really, is Portugal v France, and Portugal and France both had friendly games last night. The game at the weekend coming up is on Saturday night, I believe, and Portugal and France are in the same group. Obviously they're in the same group. They play each other in a group game on Saturday night, and they're both on 10 points. They're both on 10 points, and only the winner. The way it works is there's different levels, there's different leagues, if you like, and each league has got 4 groups. And in the top league, League A, there are 4 groups, and only the winner of each group goes through to the semi-final stages. So Portugal are playing France on Saturday night. I don't need to stress how important the game is. They're both going to be desperate to get through, and they're both on 10 points each, so that's a massive game. Portugal warmed up last night with a 7-0 win against Andorra. Bruno was on the bench, didn't get on. They used 5 substitutes. Whether they've kept him on the bench in order to keep him fresh for Saturday night, I doubt that really. I would have thought they'd have given him 15 or 20 minutes if they were keeping him fresh for Saturday night. So that remains to be seen whether he starts in the big one on Saturday. But as I say, Portugal beat Andorra 7-0 last night, and Bruno was on the bench throughout that game. France played Finland in their warm-up game for that game, a friendly against Finland in Paris. Well, I think it was in Paris. It was certainly a home game for France. Finland won 2-0, which was a shock result. Make no mistake, France will not be happy about losing, even though it's a friendly, to Finland on home turf. Paul Pogba, I don't know what's happening with Paul at the minute. Obviously, he's not getting a regular starting berth at United. He was substituted. He started the game, but he was substituted after 57 minutes. There was 2 or 3 substitutes made at the same time. Anthony Martial got a run out. He came on after 57 minutes. So they couldn't get back in the game. The damage was already done. So, you know, Anthony Martial, I didn't see the game, but really the damage was done before Martial came on the field. So after 57 minutes, you've got to ask yourself, you know, such a creative player as Paul Pogba, why was he substituted? They're at home against a team like Finland, who are not one of the, I mean, they're a decent team these days, Finland, but they're not one of the highly ranked teams. So for France to be losing 2-0, you wouldn't have thought a player like Paul Pogba would have been taken off the field when they're trying to get back into that game. It will have been a move, without a doubt, in the manager's mind to get them back in the game. He wouldn't like facing the cameras after that game, having got beat 2-0 at home by Finland. So why Paul was taken off the fit, as I say, I didn't see the game, so I don't know why he was substituted. There is a possibility that they've said to him, look, you know, we need you, we want you fit, we want you fresh, we don't want you getting injured. It really is a big game for them. They'll be keen to win on Saturday night against Portugal. But then again, you know, the proof is in the pudding, so to speak. We'll see on Saturday night whether Paul starts. If he doesn't start on Saturday night, it throws a different light onto why he was substituted last night. So let's see what happens there. To tonight, 2 massive games tonight. Obviously, I've just been speaking about the Nations League. Tonight, there are qualifying games, the final qualifying games for the European Championships, Euro 2020. Obviously, Euro 2020 didn't take place this summer because of COVID restrictions. It's been put back to this coming summer, which is 2021. I think it's still going to be known as Euro 2020, but it will be taking place in the summer of 2021. So the final qualifying games tonight involving, well, there are 4 games, but 2 of the games are involving home nations. At 7:45 tonight, we have got Northern Ireland versus Slovakia. This is live. It's live on Sky Sports Premier League. And the news from the Northern Ireland camp is that apparently Johnny Evans was a doubt. Johnny Evans obviously is a massive player for Northern Ireland. He's one of the, without a doubt, he's one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League. So to Northern Ireland's chances, he's absolutely vital, Johnny Evans. And according to Sky, Johnny Evans was a doubt but has passed fit, so that's a big boost to them. So that's Northern Ireland v Slovakia, 7:45 on Sky Sports Premier League. Over on Sky Sports Football, you've got Serbia versus Scotland. First of all, Mihailovic of Palace, he's been ruled out of the Serbian lineup. He's tested positive for COVID, I believe. And in the Scotland lineup, I expect to see Scott McTominay playing as part of a back 5 or 3 centre-backs, if you like. They've used him there before recently, and you know, according to most reports, it looks like Scott McTominay will be playing as a centre back tonight. So that's on Sky Sports Football, also a 7:45 kickoff, and that's Serbia versus Scotland. Absolutely massive game for Northern Ireland, massive game for Scotland, and I wish them both the absolute best of luck. Hopefully, we can see them in Euro 2020 or Euro 2021, as it might be. Next summer. England versus the Republic of Ireland in a friendly. England have got a big game in the Nations League on Sunday. That's against Belgium. As I say, only 1 team from each group gets through, so it is a big game between England and Belgium on Sunday night. That's that's on Sunday night, England and Belgium. Tonight, England warm up with a game against the Republic of Ireland. That's free to air. That's live on ITV, 8 o'clock kickoff. Jude Bellingham has been called into the squad, which is interesting. It'd be always interesting he's only 17 years of age. My gut feeling tells me he won't get a run out. He might be there just for the experience, but I will be watching that game. It'll be interesting to see if Jude Bellingham gets on. Harry Maguire's in the squad. Harry Maguire will probably start tonight, I would imagine. Marcus Rashford is only joining up with the squad either today or tomorrow. I think it's today, but that's in readiness for Sunday night's game. I think he had a little bit of a shoulder injury at the weekend, which I think must have cleared up, or else he wouldn't be joining up with the squad, I'm sure. So he's joining up with the squad today in readiness for Sunday night. But I think Harry Maguire will play tonight, and you might get a glimpse of Jude Bellingham in international football. You never know. So that's England versus the Republic of Ireland, 8 o'clock kickoff on ITV. The Republic of Ireland themselves have got a big game this weekend. Obviously the game against Wales on Sundays in the Nations League. So in a way, they've got a bigger fish to fry themselves, as much as it's against England, and they'd love to get one over on England. Their big game this week really is against Wales on Sunday night. So it's England versus Republic of Ireland tonight in a friendly. Wales themselves have got a warm-up game tonight on a channel called Sky Sports Mix. I'm not sure I've seen that one before, but on Sky Sports Mix you've got Wales versus the USA. I imagine Dan James will be playing for Wales in that game. Anybody who wants to watch the Welsh game tonight against the USA. So that's just a quick roundup of what's happened overnight in one of, there was lots of friendlies actually, but to me that's the few interesting ones that I've mentioned. I've mentioned the United players that were involved last night or who might be playing tonight. Again, good luck to Northern Ireland, good luck to Scotland. Just a quick show today, that one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like, please subscribe. Tell all your friends as well if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, keep stum, don't tell anyone.